All right, I'm here with Josh Wharton. He just gave a slideshow at CU-Boulder about a bunch of cool climbing up in Canada. How you doing?
Good.
Josh, I wanted to talk to you about climbing in Pakistan. How many times have you been there?
I've been to Pakistan 8 times.
8 times?
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, what all have you done down there? That's more than I was expecting.
I've been to the Trango Valley 3 times
Okay.
for some rock objectives. And then I went to the Nangma Valley to try Shingu Sherpa, which we almost climbed but didn't climb. And then I have been to the Choktoy Valley, which is where Laytok, Ogre 2, and Ogre 1 are 4 times.
Wow. So when are you heading back?
Probably in 2014. I'll go back. I mean, it's really one of my favorite places to climb and one of my favorite countries that I visit regularly, so excited to go back.
So what's with all this, I know your first trip down there was in 2000, and then 9/11 happened. How did that change your perception of going down there or the people around you?
Yeah, it was funny, you know, I first went to Pakistan when I was 19, and kind of just luck of the draw, some friends invited me on a trip, and I said, sure, I'd love to go on a big alpine trip, and probably couldn't even point to Pakistan out on a map before I went. And then, and then wanted to go back to climb this peak called the Flame in the Trango Valley, and then 9/11 happened, and it was all of a sudden crazy to get plane tickets to go to Pakistan. It was hard to get visas, all this stuff. But we persevered because we were young and ambitious, and we really wanted to attempt this unclimbed peak. And we went back in summer 2002, and it was really kind of a wild experience because we've been in the Trango Valley with maybe 15 other teams there, and all of a sudden we were the only team there.
Wow.
For the whole summer. So it was crazy to see how Pakistan, even though for the locals nothing had changed, they kept asking us, why is no one coming this year? They couldn't really relate to what had happened, and so it's wild to see how tourism in Pakistan just dropped off the cliff.
Now, how have your interactions been with the locals and all your trips down there?
I've had great experiences in Pakistan, especially in the northern areas. Mountain people are really kind, giving, welcoming, and if anything, I'd say they're nicer than your average American, really.
So now, for someone like a student at CU-Boulder, or somewhere in their early 20s who want to make this happen, I mean, how would you even start? I mean, like them, first of all, their training. I mean, training for altitude. What would you recommend?
Just lots of, I think trail running's really good. Lots of long days. I always try to spend lots of long days out climbing before I go on a big trip like that in the mountains, running around, linking up different peaks, putting smaller cliffs together to make one big day. Lots of trail running, lots of other kinds of strength training. But in the end, I really think, as you're getting into alpine climbing, it's just about ambition and motivation and loving it and wanting to go get after it.
And now, I know some people already asked you this question at the end of the slideshow, but how did you even start getting these sponsorships and things like that? How do you get someone to give you a grant to go climb something big in Pakistan?
Well, anybody can apply for the grants that are out there. There's great grants through the American Alpine Club. There's one called the Mountaineering Fellowship Grant, which is for people 25 and under. There's a new grant called the Live Your Dreams Grant, which are sort of all geared towards climbers who don't have sponsorships, who don't have other means, and are just trying to get into it. Not necessarily going to try the biggest, hardest things in the world, but just getting started. And so there's lots of opportunity out there. And so I think it's one of those things. It's like if you think about it and really put some time and energy into it, you can figure out a way to make it happen.
All right, Josh, thank you for your time, and we look forward to having you back in Pakistan.
Cool, thanks.
All right, thank you.